If what you say your soul, either you cross the road or you bend down low. While I'm lying, I pray that my people rise. One day, God will show them your other big cry. Allah. We could eat it, we could eat it, you know, when I see my country blessed with all the natural resources, and yet instead I see my people living in higher poverty, then I question myself, where have we gone wrong? I just wish I had the power to share the national cake so everybody can have a taste.
So one of my friend called me.
And the same man going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man say one for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are two now.
In a Jeep.
Then they are two.
A big Jeep.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG. Photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you can't hear.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you like say when I move from here, I'll free. You like say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, looking, then you want force another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm going to again. And said they call me to the office, I go explain.
The thing you explain to me, you come to get you say you get the tea to the man. After you get the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not fair.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, the explain things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time to
explain. Yeah, okay.
For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boga couldn't even rescue himself. So when you passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I that. Where were you when I raised him money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boakai, your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boakai deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true.
Some of you thought I was never going to create families of Boakai. Yeah. Because I went to counties. I'm not criticizing because I want to criticize. I'm criticizing because we said yesterday, former president, we have a right private jet. But the Joseph Boakai abroad to power is riding private jet from here to go to Rwanda. Yeah. But I will speak because people in Saturday saw me our passing to go to my comfort. Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday were going to be right today. Yeah. I had no regret to vote against former President Ria. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for them in campaign. This country is a better place and will be a better place.
Yes, sir.
Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside.
So,
but we don't want to empower people here. You say that I love Lagos. We have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you make is breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know how people want to go out?
One more freedom when they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came, when they came, they teach what kind of people they are freedom fighters. What kind of people they are freedom fighters, you raping our women. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter, you destroy our when they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came here, they teach. When they came here, they teach. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. One more freedom fighter. One more freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they killed their crown, they changed their mind. When they killed their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their ground, they changed their mind. When they came their ground, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. What a wonderful opportunity it feels to be back behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. It is another wonderful opportunity, a bright and beautiful, some would say, snowing, or cloudy morning, a Monday morning. And I know a lot of you are still holding tight to your pillow, thinking that day has yet not break. But of course, it is after 7 o'clock. For the 3 minutes after 7 o'clock, no, way into the morning hours. So you ought to wake up. Wake up and wake up. Time is going. The hustle waits for no man. So you have to wake up. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are this morning on our voice, our good friends, our followers, those of you in the diaspora. It's always a good thing to have you join us for breakfast on and about the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. And of course, there are too many things to talk about, lots of things going on. It was indeed a very interesting weekend, filled with events, political, social, family, and just whatever. So today being the 4th working Monday in January 2026, an opportunity as required by the Constitution of Liberia for the President of the Republic to present to the People's Deputy his legislative agenda for the ensuing session. And of course, where he desires for Liberia in 2026 will be rolled out, whether it's in education, it's in healthcare, it's in the environment, in agriculture, youth empowerment, job creation, labor rights issues, energy, water, defense and security, unity and reconciliation, human rights, the rule of law, domestic violence, infrastructure, capacity building. Okay. Just whatever this morning. I mean today, sorry. President, as required by the Constitution of Liberia, is supposed to speak to us. He has done it twice. And most pundits, analysts, political commentators, critics, and sympathizers alike have been having their own fair share of views and opinions on what the president has done so far with the last two agenda that he rolled out. Remember, the president made some very staggering promises on his first address. And the second, once upon a time, this is the president that promised that all our primary roads will be accessible and paved. This is the same man that promised that no child was going to be selling in the streets.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
This is the seaman that promised
Defend our country.
a refinery in Buchanan, some $3 billion international investment from China in Buchanan. Remember, this is the scene man. And he is going again for the third time. He's going to be making some very big, empty promises, just as he has done in the past. We will take time to review and assess. Can Liberian be assured, hopeful of the things that the president will be saying today? What does the history shows? For the past 2 times, the president have spoke very beautifully, and yet Liberians have seen nothing, so to speak. So today he goes again. Maybe it is just in fulfillment of the Constitution, but it is not truly a platform to communicate genuine, sincere, practical desires, and of course attainable programs. It's all just about using the opportunity to go stand and say something. If we look back on the past 2 sooner and see what dividend has accrued out of those, you know exactly that the president has been very desperate in living up to his promises to the Liberian people. So today, maybe the president, as part of anything to celebrate, we saying that, oh, okay, he has painted some public buildings. You can give that to him. Since he became president, he has actually painted some public buildings. But again, are those the real heavy weight to addressing the macroeconomic issues in Liberia, creating jobs, and building capacity? He has brought in few fire service, water trucks, what they can put water pump machine on, and they painted them with red. And, you know, he brought some of them. Oh yes, and also brought in some old 35, according to them, 35 pieces of NTA buses. These are the rescue deliverable in 2 years. We like to be fair with people, so we don't just come here to say, oh, the president has not done anything. It's important. We all here. Aside from dedicating what we did, you know, we're still in We Are project, but what we can credit to President Bouaka exclusively, looking around for the past 2 years. Nothing landmark in education, nothing landmark in healthcare, nothing landmark for civil servants. Salaries not increased, not improved. But he has painted some public building, give that up for him. He has brought in 35 old refurbished NTA buses. Laying one side NTA buses. Yes, he brought them. Those are Mr. Bouaka's achievement for the first 2 years. What kind of people they so? They have freedom. He has brought in some Chinese police motorbikes. It's important to realize and recognize those ones. They have freedom fighter. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. So it has mostly been about them in power and what. So they have painted their offices. They have bought cars for themselves, right? Yeah, he has been doing that for the past 2 years, so to speak. The police, but there are a lot of logistics for the police. And, you know, the LTM deal, which we will talk about at 9 o'clock exclusively, the status of the LTM and the Ministry of Transport and all of that. There's a whole new development to those of you out there. It's important, but we're going to in the meantime, between then, we're going to be just looking at what to expect from the president sooner, and of course, looking back again to see. For me, I don't trust the president. I mean, obviously, he has said a lot that he has not delivered, some of which we'll play here to kind of retrospect and put you in the position. But look, the program will happen. He will come, he say the thing he want to say, right? But some of what we actually expect the president to speak to in this sooner, the issues about the FOIA project. One, we expect that the president will bring full closure to the FOIA project and give us proper accountability for the FOIA project, where's the money is coming from and all of that. How much is Liberia's contribution? How much is coming from? How was the determination made to take money from the Liberian government to fund the FOIA project? How was the procurement process is done? And these are transparency questions that the president will need to be very, very, very crystal clear with the Liberian legislature and make these facts available so that Liberians will go, because the entirety of 2025 was noisy around this FOIA project. But do I trust the president to talk about it? I am not sure the president would. I'm really, really not sure the president will talk about it, because it still remains a big secret hanging over the president. The president promised in 2025 they were going to deliver the 285 pieces of yellow machines. They failed. They didn't do that. We expect update, right, on the yellow machines. Of course, we expect update on it, and we also will require transparency and accountability in the update that will be provided, not just to tell us that, oh, at this point, yellow machine coming, this number of pieces are already on their way coming. Okay, that sounds like a good news. So, but Mr. President, where did we get the money from? Under what arrangement are we getting the yellow machines this time? Because remember, initially in 2024, you promised that a good friend will have delivered 285 pieces of yellow machines to Liberia, which turned out to be a blatant lie and did not materialize. And of course, too many things has happened between there. There's been different negotiations and arrangement. Just recently, we heard the Minister of Information informed Liberia that the 35 pieces that were brought in that we saw Mamaka Ability paraded and, you know, Monrovia with, we're going to go back. So we like to be sure as well, Mr. President, when are they going to go back? How are they going to go back? When Mamaka and other people get on the very yellow machines and pass around and we see them coming right back and going to the free port, then we will know that, yes, they not carry the yellow machines back. Because it's one thing to go to MICAD and say, we'll carry the yellow machines back, and then it's another thing to keep them here illegally mining in the southeast. Oh, yes. That's what they are doing, right? They will use these machines and send the Chinese people and carry them. They'll be involved with illicit mining activities. Then say, oh, we'll carry the yellow machines back. So kindly, Mr. President, instruct your guys, Mamaka or anybody this time around, to get on those 35 pieces of yellow machines. Say you're finna agree with the people that you're carrying their machines back. You're carrying the machine. Let the Liberian people see a kolo. That, oh yeah, the 35 pieces of machine that Mamaka Ability now doing contest on, it going back. Oh, then you carry it back. To be fair now, that one there, nobody will argue. But you just say, hey, we don't see it. That one that doubt there, that means probably you just talking it. And then at the end of the day, the machines will be here for over 1 year. I don't know how the other arrangement will be. You kept the people machine here for over 1 year, and they just jump. One other loose talking, good for nothing man goes stand there and say, we'll carry the machine back, we're carrying the machine back. Pierre can't tolerate that. Pierre have never established anything for himself. He don't know how business function. He don't know what it means to build company. All it means to enter agreement with people. Pierre know nothing about it. All Pierre knows is to work in government, steal government money, and wear gold chain, put gold ring, and I mean that's all he knows. And I listened to Pierre being rude to the lady the other time, the lady who was seen in the video when the fire happened in Riley, and talking down on her. And I think that was being very rude on the part of the Minister of Information. And here's what I think would have been mostly appropriate for a responsible, government and, of course, a responsible minister to speak. You are a liability. You've never earned anything for yourself. You've never labored on your own in the private sector outside of government to make anything for yourself, Jeremy Pia, and you open your mouth to talk down on somebody's mother, somebody's wife, as if to say, then the question becomes, what avenue have you created? These are un-Liberian culture. What we saw, assuming the action was to steal, the material from the store. Liberians are very supportive, in their nature. But we are seeing changes. We are seeing criminality on the increase. We are seeing people wanting to rob and steal, blah, blah, blah. Since post-war, Liberians have been strong. The women are all in the street. They are selling for themselves. Single mothers, right? They're doing that. So, but what happened? Your government saying it came to power, right? They laid small macro loans opportunity that was available through the government and other partners for them. You cut everything off, right? You don't support the people. You don't buy from the people, right? Go to even the local stores. You don't buy from them. You steal the money you're sending abroad. You steal the money you're sending abroad. So Liberian businesses are struggling. So if you see people resorting to certain uncultured behavior in the society, you want to ask yourself as a leader, what is informing this very despicable act? Wow, this is unusual. These things don't happen. What are the social conditions that are making this to happen? And then, as a responsible Minister of Information, when you're addressing that one, you address it, bearing in mind that it is also your duty to preserve the dignity of the Liberians that are involved. Preserve the dignity of the Liberians that are involved. Without investigation, you insulting somebody, man, talking to them anyhow. Let you yourself, without government job, what can you do? Y'all go ask Pia, without government job, all that gold you see on Pia, that because he in government. When Pia left government, they make him sell all his things. So that lady said, look, even better than you are, because she have lived of life, she's maintaining herself. Now on government, and you leech on government, you can't open your mouth and talk to people who laboring for themselves, hustling. Yes, he is. Let me see what the nonsense he said about the woman. Fully criminal. State looters open their mouth and be talking BS about decent people, decent citizens who are struggling to make it in spite of the difficulty. Say she's ashamed to her family. You are ashamed to the entire country. At your age, with all your education, you can never survive in the private sector. You have not established anything for yourself. You're a disgrace to education. You're a disgrace to your family. You're a disgrace to the country. All you do is just be rude and talk loosely in government, abuse public platform, and get benefits out of it. What else? Your ministry, the ministry presided over, could not and ate refugee money, returnees money from LCCC. Returnees money. When you're talking about the Ghana people money, you're going to include PR there. PR when you say you're doing, I don't know what kind of communication, what thing. They took some money from there. That's how you get gold. Or you can look at the girl, can call it, says she's ashamed to her family. You ashamed to what? You ashamed to yourself, your children. That Bakaya fire you today, and we see what you tend to. You tend to another abusing. You go find one radio platform to sit down on and start talking loosely. Are you more decent than this lady? Pia? Is Pia any decent? Government liability, open your mouth and can't talk foolishly about. You're creating difficulties in the country, the post suffering. You're talking about that uselessness. Without government, you can make it. Just leave government, you can't see whether you can survive on your own in this economy. You have to fire you, Jenna. You start passing around here, begging for food, begging for gasoline, and that you won't come to somebody who living and taking care of themselves and all that. So on the weekend, popular YouTuber Astro Speed was here. I think it was a great experience for those who believe in public relations and image building. I think it was a perfect opportunity, but again, I think the organization and coordination was a little below the belt. You know, it wasn't in my mind so much organized, because what happened? They made it to look partisan. You take that little girl who I know Baka appoints her own youth voting. These are the children who can be, you know, organizing the naked tour with Cornelia Kratupa. Like all of them can go butt naked themselves. The movement and go Patawi, the butt naked themselves. And you know, so the naked walking naked gang putting from a serious national events, coordinate and all of that. So this is what you get. But at the end of the day, it was a good thing, and let's see, right? So beyond that, folks, let me just give you my last update, and that's gonna be from the 72nd area. Last week, we told you the AFL had moved in there, and I've given 2 weeks ultimatum for people to leave. And they've fenced the entire area. Deem, and you know, AFL property, they've fenced the entire area. But again, there are arguments that the front view of the area does not belong to the AFL. And in fact, I'm trying to verify this, but I'm told that the AFL themselves do not have a deed that they're going by. They're actually probably acting on assumptions. And basically what they're trying to do is that they want to lay claim to everywhere that they can lay claim to. And then subsequently, as people come, then they make as people come. So, which to some people, you know, may sound a little reasonable to an extent, because if you don't have your D to actually tell you your meets and bounds, right? So, and then you have power, so you go and exercise power. You influence the whole thing. You create panic, pandemonium, disrupt people's activities. But then, if that argument is anything to go by, then it will not be a good thing. And this is to the AFL folks. It will not be a good thing for you to forcefully invade the people under those arrangements, particularly portions that you're not clear whether those areas are in your land or they're not in your land. So as you have already infenced the area, you take the 2 weeks for people to come and present their claims. And you do the claim verification, and you be clear on who has legit ownership. And if the insistence is that the AFL wants all of the land, then there has to be some degree of compensation under the law. There has to be some degree of compensation for these people to be able to relocate, because if government needs the place and it is a private ownership deeded, right, with title, and the title deed is legit, of course, reasonably, the government has to make some degree of compensation instead of forced eviction using naked power. This AFL, we know, has been remodeled to be responsible and, of course, to be professional in the exercise, not ruthless. No, that's why we refurbish the AFL to leave that hostile, you know, way of enforcement to a more constructive, engaging form. Where no, we're not fighting, we're not using our gun. We believe this place for us. Consider, oh, Mr. Yakpaulo, yeah, I got in my property here. Let my deal. My D is far older than when former President Doe, and you know, made purchase for this land on behalf of the AFL. I bought them a place in the 70s or in the 60s. Yeah, my D, AFL, okay, we see your D. Okay, let's try to verify. You have all of the government mechanism available to you. You go and verify. Once the ownership is established, then it will be ruthless for you to just move in to invade the people simply because that AFL. I am not sure this is a police state where law enforcement bodies can just take actions and do whatever, and anything to do is their right. I'm not sure we've reached that point, and we're even going to reach there. So what we're saying to our friends, maybe particularly the high command of the armed forces of Liberia, is to kindly do due diligence, because folks are reaching out, and some are planning, have promised to give us their deed, the copies of their deed, right? And so the essence of that is to make public information, public awareness on the realities. And I'm not sure that would be a good thing for the image of the AFL, that clearly people have legitimate legal ownership to their properties, and under no mutual arrangement the AFL went, that would be equal to land grab. That's a land grab. And I'm not sure that's the intent of the army in these processes, to reclaim the 72nd barracks. Their genuine concern, these are Liberians, those are not foreigners. They have rights, they have property rights, and their property rights must be protected, and their property rights must be guaranteed. I understand this is a presidential order, but equally so, the president works, and the president order works within the confines of the law. That's what it is. Unless y'all want to tell us that, no, we're running a complete military operations here in the sense of a draconian attempt to just grab people's property simply because the military wants it. I am in support of the military reclaiming the barracks, developing the barracks, and of course, utilizing the barracks. I am in support of it. It's a good thing. But what I am not in support of is for the military to equally, in the process of doing that, violate human rights, property rights. You've gone there, people, private homes, you put lock on it, you put chain, you put bar wires, and denying people access. On yesterday, I'm told some members of the armed forces of Liberia went there again. This time around, beyond the fence, go ahead and put bar wires before entrances into people's properties, when people are claiming that the place for them. So you're already in fence, and you give them 2 weeks. So now I am there, and this is my property. The AFL gives me 2 weeks. So let me take copies of my deed and go to the AFL and present it and see whether they can have some understanding. Assuming that the AFL is interested in want my property too, then there has to be a mutually agreed term under which compensations and, of course, will be made available. The AFL has to do that, and the partner has to look. Or is this another operation to render hundreds and thousands of Liberians homeless in an inappropriate and illegal way, simply because the government wants it, so the government grabs it? That is not how democracy operates. That is undemocratic. You do that not even in a military regime. In a military regime, as we're seeing recently, people go for government property, they take government property. in the process of getting government property, you want to claim private properties, and then without any compensation, without any discussion with them, and then you are creating panic. This is what we think. This is what we have to say to the AFL. Citizens are crying. They're saying they have the papers, they have their documents. So please create the means to hear them. Create the opportunity to hear them out. And then you take your action. Those who do not have legit claim, yes, you reserve the right. And if it is proven that all of their documentation does not correspond in ways that are convincing enough to validate legitimate claims, then you have a right. Then we can only appeal to your human conscience to say, times are hard. These people don't have anything. For them to leave the place that they have been for over 20, 30 years in 2 weeks to go and find a place to move the family, it's going to be a little challenging. So kindly give them a month grace period. The month they put their things out, you reclaim your land. Again, we'll wait and see. So this is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. And of course, today is Monday. And of course, you have an opportunity as well to win cash for yourself. Okay, somebody just sent me, said the Independent is reporting that abuse of discretion. Senator Dillon decries Liberia weak judicial justice system. Things are happening. Okay, so let me see. Okay, 2 minutes things are pouring, right? So today's Monday, *255*1#, *255*1#, *255*1# is the code. And so, yes, I know a lot of Arsenal fans expected me to be talking about the game yesterday. But, man, you just did the obvious. And you know when they said that it is the obvious. So, no need to talk more about it. It doesn't come as a whole big thing if Manchester United reminds Arsenal of who they are. I think that was just a reminder. Nothing to celebrate. We don't celebrate beating kids. We celebrate beating men. When you beat the kid, you Biden Kennedy. You don't beat the kid and celebrate. So we're gonna hold it at that. I think Chelsea, we can talk about that one in small because they've shown scram, dab, and all of that. But when you beat the kid, you Biden Kennedy, the kid are acting frisky around the place, so you whip them, you Biden Kennedy. So any Arsenal fan, Man U fan, yeah, make sure you buy them one lollipop. Let them suck. Let them suck. Now all you can do for them, right? Let's take a break. Crime Stopper like we'll come back. We delve into our issues right here on the big station, Freedom 87.9. This break, we'll be right back.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it, I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
There will be no toleration for Mr. Fighter. To say you come on Monday to bring out men here, to start opening the exercise on Monday, it's a joke. It's a joke. We are very proud of this. We are tired of setting all comfortable tables to have meetings. We are tired of writing letters to administration about the picture of the university and the renovation. You don't have to grant us permission to clean the university when it's dirty. Nobody needs to give you permission to clean your house when it's dirty. You must have that self-reflection, self-consciousness. We in service, there's something you call duty and responsibility. As a patriotic citizens, we are told there are things that government can do and there are things that government can do. We are told that we must have a collaborative working relationship. But we know the reason the government is coming because they are seeing. They are seeing the thought. You know, when we sell the information that we're going to pin the university like Liberia, they thought we're not going to raise money. But they underestimated the power of the people. Now, how much do you have to pay for the painting of the university? We have about 6 of that bucket, as you can see. There's one the work we just did. It is sufficient. It don't have to be sufficient. There's a 90 days period. If we can get 6 buckets, that 6 buckets can take the project they finish for year to they play in the ball play. Without any, where it stop,
so your
the student will bring another money.
The first they had issue with it, you know, some people say it was not in uniform.
But we now, the issue here about the first building was not in uniform, that was a logic exercise. Like, before you build a structure, you must break ground. You must officially announce that you are starting. Since the party favorite color is red, we decided to start the painting with red. To tell the government of Liberia that since you are feel, Sue is now here to take the initiative and to paint the University of Liberia.
So your first day turned up this way. You don't think the next coming days it will be more harsher than this?
We are aware as revolutionary that there will always be hostile force against change. The University of Liberia is a hostile force. The security apparatus at the university, the communities that are here, they are not doing it because they want to do it. But we understand they must justify their salary. Like I said, almost 3 months they are not taking pay. So if today, my parent will be following the video, and she see one policeman maybe taking the bucket going with it, so say, but then there's a need to pay them.
Do you think they were under instruction to come and disrupt?
Obviously, they were under instruction, basically, from the government of Liberia. They think it's above the administration. Like I said, the government have already given the university an ultimatum.
Do you think it's beyond it from the government?
The president is the one because it's a shame that we are painting this place. And like I said, Mr. Bwaka is an embarrassment to this country. How? If we have a president that says you have 42 years experience, again, the university you graduated from is like this. It's a shame. To Mr. Bwaka as a president, it's a shame that students will take their money to say they want to renovate the university, and then you say police to stop them.
Don't you think if you have started the beginning of this exercise in the kind of format which you just did, we're going to well appreciated.
We don't want to be appreciated by the government like or the university administration. Our actions is to make sure the university is in a conducive environment. That is our actions and our goal. We don't want to be appreciated by anybody. Those that are appreciating these actions are the university students that are getting their knuckles and their dime. Why you are very specific about this building?
Okay, folks, welcome back. That was the propaganda chair of the Student Unification Party, and of course, we just thought to begin the conversation from there. You know, when we talk about state failure, sometimes it's difficult for people to see what it means. You know, when we come here, we read reports and we make analysis and explanations of these things. Your ability to translate the words into pictures for you to be able to see it, not everybody will have. Most times people can. So then we also bring you these actualities for you to know exactly from whence we come. So 2 years down the road, Mr. Boakai across every sector in the country has desperately performed, and nobody is able to clap their hands to say, we have been, or we can say. Most times you hear people who are trying to be comfortable with nothing. There are some people that are very, very, complacent. And certain degree of complacency is bad. It's bad for your progress. It's bad for your achievements. When you're extremely complacent and you just take anything, you can grow. Growth is hampered by that. And there are a lot of us out there that are just like that. And that's how we always feel, oh yeah, it's okay, it's okay. But you sit down critically and ask yourself, critically, 2 years down the road, where can I point to that this is a brand new initiative born out of the expertise, the experience, the leadership, the governance of Mr. Boakai? 2 years down the road, whether it's in healthcare, whether it's in education, whether it's in infrastructure, whether it's in rule of law. In fact, the entire rule of law has broken down. You see, Dillon, I just read a headline to you where Senator Darius Dillon is decrying. And of course, dispensation of justice in Liberia. None other person but a rescue senator, an alliance senator, is making those remarks. So every day you come, you say, oh, we are here talking, we are here talking. The reason it hurts you that we are talking, because you want everybody to close their mouth. It's like, when Putin say that, hey, don't put your foot out, man, don't put your foot out. And we come here, we speak loudly about the failures of the government. When the government fails, it is our country that's failing. So we must not pamper that. We must expose that with vigor so that the government is aware that there is displeasure in its performance. We're not going to make people comfortable in mediocrity. We're not going to make people comfortable in failure. We are not going to be part of the list of those Liberians that will sit down here, abuse their platform and compromise and ignore the very standard that they held other people by, and ignore those standards today and sit down and settle for praise singing. We're not going to do that. Where is it? Where do we go to assess and see your deliverable? Where? Let's go to agriculture. Let's go to agriculture. Agriculturists. The entire sector is stagnated, almost non-existent. We get no update about that. What is happening with our forest, the forestry? What is happening there? Illicit deals and transactions going on, stealing. Liberia is being kept in the dark. Liberians are kept in the dark. The government is not open. The government is not transparent. The government is not speaking to the real issues. Look at the country 2 years down the road. Look at the degree of division, discrimination. Over the weekend, I heard there was a prayer breakfast. A perfect opportunity, right, to make amends and bring people around the table. But you have a leader who holds vengeance. You have a leader who's not prepared to let go to accommodate. He's not prepared. He does not even see himself as the leader who must take the lead. He sees himself as a demagogue that needs to be worshipped. And the only way he gives you an opportunity, unless you sound in a tune of worship. And that is nonsense. We're not going to kowtow to that. We'll continue to rally and mobilize and conscientize hundreds and thousands of Liberians to insist on standing firm and not bowing down. That's our duty. That's our responsibility. And we'll radically do that and execute that for as long as we are sitting behind these microphones. Because guess what? These are they are nobody, non-essential elements that were here literally begging to feed. Today they have been given power and they think everybody should bootleg them. For what? Don't crave our worship. Deliver on your promises. That's all we say. What is it? Look around you. You just listen to the university student. It is a shame and disgrace. It is an embarrassment that the colossal failure of the government has reached the point that student has to rally nickels and dimes to buy pin, whether it's symbolic or not. But this is the height of embarrassment, national disgrace to the president, and he feels comfortable. We do not have a listening president. We have an arrogant president surrounded by bigots who cares only for themselves and not the general masses. If they were concerned about the welfare of general masses, they would consider the students' plight. If you pin the University of Liberia, you are not doing so because you are afraid of soup chairman or whatever. No. It is too little to feel like if you adhere, right, to the concern that's being raised by your citizens, then that means you are being weak. That is the stupid notion that they hold around the president. Even if it is genuine, even if it is a genuine advocacy, but the fact that people who disagree with the government have said it, they don't see it their duty to perform or execute. All the alarms about domestic violence and rape, have you heard the president say anything? Have you heard the president issue any statement? Every day, mothers are crying because critical voices are talking. The president feel like when the president talk, oh, that means he now succumb to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi talking to the president and talk. How you run a country like that? And this is what 2 years now you're there. You have achieved nothing. You are kept in a bubble, Mr. President. So you don't even see around you. You don't even hear anything. You're being micromanaged. And you're going to go stand over there today or sit on there, right? Whatever the case, right? And just start spewing coke up narratives. They cook it fun. They put it. Mr. President, go talk. This is how you're running the country. You're not even aware. You don't even know one of the things you're saying they are true. You have no interest in trying to assess and establish the veracity of these things. They just bring it to you. Garbage in, garbage out. This is a disgrace. You ran this country for 2 years, Mr. President. Mr. President, you ran this country for 2 years. And for 2 years, you've brought nothing. You brought no pride to the country. Not in any sector. On human rights issue, Mr. President, you have failed the country. 2025 report on human rights. Because we can't even go, it's a repeat. 2024. Massive. People say, oh, the boy coming in at the 4 year. 2025. Under your watch, Mr. President, arbitrary killings. 2 years down the road, your government is known for what? Arbitrary killing. The recent one that happened in Congo Town, 3 bodies found in a drainage. No investigation, no police report, nothing absolutely. It looks normal. People are dying, people are getting killed, and it looks normal. no practical action, arbitrary killing, Mr. President. Reports of arbitrary or unlawful killings by government agents, including extrajudicial killings, on the surge. Torture and abuse of power. Torture and abuse of power 2 years down the road. Prison conditions, Mr. President, has been described as harsher and life-threatening, with prolonged pretrial detention, a significant issue under your watch. 2 years down the road, Mr. President, you have failed to address the fundamental issues. 2 years down the road, this is the definition of what Liberia is. Freedom of expression suppressed, denied. Every government functioner is being micromanaged. Right? They say pass. The State of the Nation address is a big event. It's a national event. Do you know that they are denying critical media institutions access pass? You go to see your name, they deny you. That's why you don't see us at any public functions. When we apply, they deny us under your watch. So we feed on third-party sources to come and make sense. Right? Check all of the government functionaries and see whether you have any Freedom FM reporter, Kings FM reporter, Banner FM reporter. Why are they denied? Why they were there before? Why were they removed? And besides those ones, those institutions, individuals working for institutions where they think they have relationship with that are holding critical grounds are replaced, are removed. We have a report covering the House of Representatives because of his reportage. And several times they physically assaulted and attacked our freedom reporter assigned at the lower house. The regime speaker has done his best and instructed the Department of Public Affairs, headed by our friend, to remove Freedom FM assigned reporter at the House of Representatives. That we should reassign somebody else. We should reassign. So if that person goes and becomes critical again, they will remove the person. This is how they're doing it. Mr. President. Trafficking in human trafficking, money laundering, terrorist financing, all over the place. Drugs, child labor, sexual abuse, sodomization, rape. Investment climate. Since Baka became president 2 years down the road, what does the U.S. State Department Investment Climate Report highlight? Challenges for investors. Since Baka became president, he has created little opportunities for investors, but he has elasticized the challenges for investors. Attracted no investor. How have the president done that? Right? Widespread corruption. Soliciting bribe from investors when they come to the country. Widespread corruption. These are challenges to investors coming to Liberia since Baka became president. Not me saying it. I'm only bringing you updates on reports and things. 2 years down the road, this is the Liberia we have. Beyond the quote-unquote mediocre picture that they try to paint out, the politicized narrative they try to put out there. They can't show any tangible. Widespread corruption deters foreign investment and undermines trust in institutions. Poor infrastructure. 2 years down the road, Baka has made no infrastructure upgrade. No infrastructure upgrade. Imagine a whole president breaking ground for machine to be doing letter-right roads. And he said that his development 2 years. What a major highway that he has paved. 2 years down the road. Chicken soup factory right here. 2 years to pave chicken soup factory road. Up to now, it's still there. 2 years chicken soup factory where Hekisi people are. 2 years. Can you imagine? Weak judicial system. You have undermined and abused the Constitution severally. You have used the court for political reasons and political objectives. And the world sees it clearly. Some judges are there taking instruction from executive authorities. Buju Keita sat in the executive mansion and called a judge to drop a civil case, a private lawsuit, simply because the person was a partisan and was doing it to somebody they perceived to be an opposition. Say, drop it. That's an executive overreach. Limited skilled laborer 2 years down the road. No investment in the labor sector. No capacity building. Resulting to what? Limited skilled laborer. Everybody just passing up and down in the street. No skills. No capacity. The economy, 2 years down the road, Liberia faces significant challenges 2 years down the road economically. That's according to the World Bank. Liberia is challenged in job creation. Mr. President has created 0 jobs 2 years down the road. Most of what that is considered to be job 2 years down the road in Bouakai administration are informal. That somebody call you to go pin. Somebody call you to go brush. Somebody call you to go like water and sewer one lay pueb. They say can't go DK. Those are the only things that they have done. These are the only things that they have provided. And then betting companies, multiple betting companies all over the country. Gambling games. Informal. That's World Bank talking. And that they're informal and they're low pay, with 78% of Liberians in vulnerable employment. You're not getting employment yet there. No contract, nothing. That daily hustle. Economic diversification is a huge challenge. Bouakai became president 2 years down the road. He has failed to diversify the Liberian economy in ways that new frontiers are open and they're able to create jobs. They're able to guarantee revenue for the country to be able to involve itself with capital investment. What do I mean by that? Economic diversification will mean our over-reliance on raw material exports will be slightly moved to something else, maybe industrialization or manufacturing. 2 years down the road, Bouakai government has achieved nothing in that. 2 years down the road, absolutely nothing has been achieved in that. So what is the president going to talk about? 2 years down the road, Liberia is still heavily reliant on raw material export, which leaves the economy vulnerable to global market shifts. What that means, according to the World Bank, is the fact that the government has done nothing with all their so-called experts and their so-called Harvard-trained, educated fools, right, in power and in positions of trust. They have brought no creativity. They have brought no innovation. They have brought no diversification. And the country is still stagnant. And if anything happens globally, it affects all of us. And then we start to complain. So what is the worth of their experience? What is the worth of the 42 years of experience as president? Fellow Liberians, I'm going to put the ball in your court. Remember, a genuine remember the president promised us that when he becomes president, nobody will sell in the street. Jobs will be available for the children parents. That will make the children will not go in the street. They agree. Have those jobs been created 2 years down the road? Prices on the market will be regulated and all of that. 2 years down the road, the president has increased taxes on everything in the country, thereby affecting the prices of local commodities. 2 years down the road, the president has increased income tax. 10%, 14% on some, between 10 and 14% increment in taxes on poor, unemployed, poor, impoverished, right? Jobless people, increasing taxes. And foreigners are leaving, businesses are shutting down. 2 years down the road, what's there to celebrate? 2 years down the road, the lies are yet to come to fruition. The $3 billion from China and all the other billions are yet to come. 2 years down the road, zero job has been created. 2 years down the road, no new project has been initiated and completed. 2 years down the road. 2 years down the road. What do you expect? Let's take calls. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. Let's hear you. What do you think the president will speak to? He might speak to, and of course, he might not. And do you trust that the president will deliver a hopeful message that guarantees that these colossal failures in the last 2 years, without any kind of national shock, like we saw during the Ebola or COVID, free 2 years, wasted 2 years, they stole sufficiently. And let me remind you before I go for the course, let me play this. And we all need to ask the president and seek clarity. It seems Liberia has been robbed once more. Remember on the accelerometer thing, they were passing here, they told us that as soon the government signed the accelerometer amendment, the country will receive 200 million in signature bonus. So on yesterday, Deputy Finance Minister Anthony Myers made an appearance on the local radio to speak to some of the issues, the 2 years government performance, right? The salary issue, the accelerometer amendment, and all of that. So while speaking, we listened to him, and this is what he said about the signature bonus. So instead of 200 million, it seems it is only 11 million that the government of Liberia has received or might or will receive from accelerometer signature bonus. And if this is true, why would the government, in its entirety, stoop to deceive the entire country and put us on a false pretext? And the thing gets signed and we get 11 million. When they told us that, in fact, even included in the budget, they're going to be an upfront 200 million. Now you get to understand why economists were saying these are contingencies. It will happen, it may not happen. But they didn't communicate it that way. They said, as soon we sign, 200 million coming to the country. As soon we sign, 200 million coming to the country. And now we're hearing 11 million. Listen to this. This is absolute deception. So when we come here, we tell you these are criminals, they are liars. That's who they are. That's exactly who they are.
Employment. So
listen to Anthony Myers.
In the long term. Then in the immediate term, the agreement that was signed with the government immediately got $11 million.
He spoke about the long-term benefit of the TAIR amendment that the government signed. right? So on the short term, he said, immediately, the government gets $11 million in signature bonus. When this useless group of thieves and criminals told us that the country was going to receive 200 million, how come the minister is talking about 11 million? What's the explanation beyond that? Let somebody make this make sense for us.
From the agreements. Urban Library got $11 million as a signature. And this company is going to be subject to most of the tax provisions of the country. They're going to.
So Liberia has been robbed once more. Your own citizens, your sons, your most educated, so-called educated idiots presiding, and this is what you have. This is what you get. And the thing, you gotta be stealing from the country and robbing the people and lying, and we gotta come here and serve you, make it honey, and dignify you. Where have you seen criminals dignified? Where on earth do you see that? Which moral gives anybody the opportunity to come here and be praising? Or they're all criminals, they're rogues. 2 years down the road, go on the street. Have you asked yourself, why is it most Unity partisans and stalwart of the Unity Party, whenever they're having conversation about 2029, they say we'll steal the election? Whenever they're having conversation about 2029, they say we'll steal the election. Mr. Weah can't do nothing. We'll deny it. Mr. Weah went to tour his party headquarters construction. Left from there, he sent police pickup and put June in the air over the place. What all that nonsense for? Just deliver for the Liberian people. They will turn out in their mass and vote for you. But because you're not delivering on your promises and you're stealing from the people are seeing it clearly, and the likes of us, we're here, we're exposing these things. Liberians are on the daily basis, they're getting conscientized and their eyes are opening to the realities, right? So you're left with no option but to adapt intimidation tactics and strategies. And that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you even. So let's take calls. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers to call. 2 years down the road, Mr. Barker delivered his third sonar today. Like I told you, I don't see much. All I see is that, yes, they have painted few buildings, public buildings, and for them, those are deliverables. Up to now, they have not even completed patching roads. All they're doing is patching roads. They take concrete and patch on asphalt. That's what they're doing. They're digging holes. Look at Monrovia. Now, as I'm speaking to you, go down Benson and Girlish Street and see the poo water spill all over on the street. Mo Ali said he was fixing it. Well, how come we still have poo water there? Go Nippo Street, poo water all on the street. Go Waterside, Water Street, the entire stretch, poo water. On the very front street, down Salafia, go there, poo water all there. The country is smelling, stinking, and dirty. 2 years down the road, $6 million was given to Mo Ali in 2024. I'll try to check 2025 on. What has he done? He has contributed zero to national government. So how can poo water still on the streets of Monrovia? Let's take calls. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Arizona Jesse and I call from Chibuku Factory.
Go ahead.
You know, Abu, these people came to power in very perception. I heard you mentioning about the Chibuku Factory rule. 2 years. 2 years. These are the company is growing and look. The company is almost a 13 company. The company is buying neighbor back on the table. Wawa. They'll go and buy Wawa, one with a bag, one bag of thing. That is how these guys are being so only when they say they are joking. And just one of the community that usually vote for Mr. President. So we are very disappointed. So I wonder what would the president be saying today in the state of the nation again. Why would the president be telling us today?
Small Lake Community Road, Chikuzu Factory Road, 2 years. It can be done.
My brother, the dawn is the judge for us. We cannot wear clothes again. All of our businesses, our shops, and everything is done. And the company, the product even so about money, we just come 1 or 2 days ago on the road, bring all machines, just park on the road, just to black people that they are working. Health sector, the woman is sitting into it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take another call. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. You don't have to hold the line. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning, Hega. For the benefit of the listening party, Jefferson Server Connection within Speaker District. I want to tell Mr. President, we know that you are going to put a lot of lies together for us today, but I want you to please speak on reconciliation, my President. Beg you, President Bwaka, we put you there. We thought that you were having experience, but nothing you are proving to us. Mr. President,
the president is not interested in reconciling. The president is not interested in reconciling. He is the biggest impediment to reconciliation in Liberia today. The biggest. He holds grudge. He holds hate. He holds malice in his heart. He's a wicked old man. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much for your info and all you so well where a state here or when you come into your power and the power leadership of the power government. It is a comparison.
No, I did not do any comparison. I just spoke directly to the 2 years, some of what the president promised and some of what has not been done. I read you and highlights from few reports on what the picture has been since Bwaka became president. I did that, and I referenced a few promises he made, like he said, no child will sell in the street, and we're seeing children in the street every day, right?
Yeah, I can't see I know, but other people on the law, you're so confused, I beg you. Let me get to my info. Yes, we got to give praise to the government and see everything that's very important.
Okay, so where do we get praise? Tell me, what meaningfully have changed in your personal life? Do you have job? Are you working? No. Job has to be created for citizens. So are you working? Hey, my man, listen to me. Hey, my friend. So listen to me now. No, I'll call you up because you're not making sense. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother.
Good morning, sir.
This is Steph Mosca, and I'm usually in now.
Blank people second get food. Blank people protesting. You tear gas in there, and you can't sit down here. You say, hey, you made a point. You making points. You made some point. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm pushing for the return of President we are 2029. And you know, the whole now today, my brother, is going to be political and it's going to be propaganda. That's all. They're not going to say nothing. And this is why if you follow the event, they are put buses out. To share Bwaka.
That's what they're going to do. Oh, yeah. They put a lot of cheers there and people there to go cheer. And after the cheers, you go back in the community, you're still hungry.
That is why I say over the sister show. After we finish sharing, you and my friend going to go to the clinic. They will not say, oh, don't go in our share for the president. We will not give you paper to go buy a medicine offer. I don't receive paper to go buy a medicine offer. I don't go to the market. I don't go pay school fee, right? So what is the issue? It's for propaganda, it's for data, it's for delaying. So it is one time for you to delay, you go 2 years, you're not into your year 3. You still want to take on the same path that you are carrying on year 1, year 2, you're not willing to make adjustments. After they say it's the shadow for the two sooner. 2024, 2025, you are not in 2026. What new? Nothing new you're going to say. You're going to go back and just read this. The past speech that he gave, they just take something from there and add to it, they try to add more lies, but they're not going to be something new? Because when you are giving your progress report, challenges and what you need, it's not the whole thing. But the same thing told just last year about Red Express, which was live, you're going to apply for the same Red Express. The same thing you talk about road development, which was cool, it's not your initiative, you're going to apply for the city. The same thing you talk about reconciliation, you're going to say the same thing, which was great, it's a fiasco. So, nothing new. It's going to be restitution, as you call it. So when you come on the table, you're not forced to call. But when you call, tell us that which you have done, and tell us what your president is going to be saying to us today. But for us, looking at it from our political eyes, using our political microscope, the president is going to be saying restitution today, nothing new, because nothing new they have been able to create that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's hear. Good morning.
Good morning, people. Good morning.
Morning, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Samuel Samuel Dennis. Allah, she is there for the Rande Honorable Kesson. I can join on this number 14, South Florida. Okay, what I have, your thanks for the show. If you like a name, if you don't have something to get this spot, the one measure I get to get the 20 now, can't be the power of the one. You can't know more war, don't say no, you can't know what you can't now. If you get to another point,
Okay. Good morning. Morning, sir.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Let's hear you. Go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is Eddie P. calling from Chicken Factory, Abu.
Eddie P. 2 years, man. Your ruling have not been done, and the government is saying that they have achieved a lot. If you can build a community road in 2 years, so where have you built?
What do you expect, Abu, if you get a person that can lie to the Liberian people? You know that when people in Chicken Factory, they give solidarity. That's why you see them for the puppy today. But they feel the impact of the puppy. God, I can tell you today, it doesn't hard today in Chicken Factory. You see President William will win. Because today, President William gave him back in Chicken Factory. Today, the quarry they enjoy, our former President William regime, they enjoy the quarry today. They puppy nothing. Nothing. You said, you come in Chicken Factory, you see the road. Nothing at all to the road. So, if you get a president like that, what do you expect, Abu? But Abu, what do we expect from the president today? Nothing. The only thing they come here all, how they put in the yellow machine, the only thing they come here all, how they increase people's lives out of poverty. Nothing else they come here all today, Abu. Look at how we bring at their poverty. So when the president come here all today, Abu, nothing is coming here all. No, for me, I don't even waste my time to listen to the president, Abu. It's better than me go do my late business that I will struggle and come a little bit instead for me to waste my time to listen to the president. What I will get for all of the president? The president is doing nothing and bring it back in the country. Today, I want people to shopping around here. They talk about electricity today. Today, I want people shopping for electricity, Abu. So what will come and listen to the president for, Abu? The point I want to listen to him, they welcome for some of us will near a bad time to listen to the president. And Abu, last day before dropping it, as I'm speaking to you now, the serious project is going on at BF Factory. Very, very serious project. They already brought police people. What protest all they run? What part protesting for? You understand?
2 years down the road.
So I'm begging you, Abu, you please send your report now to BF Factory. You know, Abu, I work at BF Factory. Serious project is going on there. Get satisfaction. Thank you, man, Abu.
Thank you very much. 2 years down the road, you said has closed. 2 years down the road since Baka became president, the Swedish have closed. 2 years down the road, visa suspension for Liberians to go to America. Those are Baka's achievement in 2 years for the country. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. I'm Charles Goose from Louisiana.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. Abu, you think that when someone tells you that they will dance with the devil, what could you expect from that person?
That's the whole thing.
Brother have a whole package of all the demonic spirit that the devil is working with. When you go solemnize in the devil court, everything that you think about, the devil is possessing it. So brother being dancing with the devil, he won't tell anything. Maybe he's going to play color and game again with the Liberian food today, so that he can get more. because you know the devil don't give you anything free. But I want the devil to get the presidency. So he will continue to, he has to supporting the devil so that he can go on, so that people's children can continue to be destroyed. So I see no reason I was even out here to say we'll listen to what Baka will tell. Baka will not tell us nothing. Tell us you 14 million, we don't know how the way the issue went. The money you discussing from Aslam Meter. Can you imagine 200 million? Then you tell us that you give all 11 million. Where is the money going? That is why the country is going to develop on Baka 2 years. So I see nothing that for us to hear how you on my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 2 years down the road, what can the president show? Like I said, no job created. And of course, businesses and international partnership that were contributing meaningfully to the healthcare, the education, and others are pulling out. They are leaving the country when the president promised that when he becomes president, all the NGOs in the world will come back to the country. What has gone wrong 2 years down the road? Should we still give the president more chance? Can the president still do more? Let's hear from his own son, his nephew.
So we are saying 2G5. That's a small thing to identify.
Reconciliation.
We are talking. Then he say, he won't send the money back. So okay, we'll send the money back. I raise the 2G5. Get a 2G5, the job we're going to send it to the job. I eat a 2G5.
This is the man who made president. Okay, so let's take more calls. 0776 104 104. 086-500-104. 2 years down the road, what has Mr. Baka done? Let's hear from the market.
I don't know how to
Two years down the road, these are the views from the market. Let's take more calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Let's hear you, ma.
Okay, this is my sister calling from Toyota. So Abu, a year has time. Today I will close my ear for Sona. Reason being, those criminals they go to power to the war. They agree with us. They said they were bringing jobs to them. We cannot see the job in the country. The money you talk about China, the money you talk about today, where is the money? Abu. They said, what you're going to say in the street, when is the place they support them? I will know that yes, they didn't commit anything. I was present in the street. Every day people are for hunger. Every day they rape me. I was children, shadow massing, I was watching yesterday, another newspaper yesterday again. Another guy raped, another child. Three men raped, one girl child. I get that. So they what we have to do. When the new road they have created for their set in the country, why is men are talking about water all in the street today, go alley, today, go water market today. One side, water running all in the street. When you put them up on jobs, you have men that have done nothing. So they say, I was saying in the street today. They're coming now and say, the federal government and the other government, what children coming today, they're coming now. So they all committed off, so they all committed on. The whole city to the place. So I think they will tell them, nothing new in this country. If you believe all things you said in last time, and you will say again, thank you for having my land this morning.
Thank you very much. 2 years down the road, what can Baka show? What has the rescue government delivered? These are the questions. And what to expect from the terrorist Sona as the president prepares to address the nation this afternoon through the Honorable House, the legislature, so to speak. So 2 years down the road, let's hear from our old man. What do you think? What kind of Oma so? Oh, what kind of...
The man get it very me just I don't call the problem.
2 years down the road, these are victims of mass demolitions across the country without anything done on these properties, just breaking home, rendering Liberians homeless. 2 years down the road, what to show? Let's hear from Madela Cooper. 2 years down the road, when she lied about the Ayalolo buses.
What is about these sample buses that we see here today, here at the mansion?
Well, thank you so much for having us. We're here reviewing and taking a look at the new buses that came in. His Excellency, upon his ascendancy to the presidency, declared he was going to move Liberia in the right direction and making life simpler for our citizens. And so this is one of the initiatives that he had mentioned. And so, voila, here we are standing directly in front of the buses. They're
2 years down the road, that was a fake Ayalolo buses line.
Ladies and gentlemen, and this morning, and there's a garbage around the Stephen Tabo area.
And 2 years down the road, assessing the Buakai Rescue Government deliverables.
There are people who are in the government, they don't want to perform the duty. If you want to talk, they say you talk plenty, they say either this, they call you names around here. And the president appointed people to work. I believe that people who don't want to work, let the president clear them out. See the
2 years down the road, this man is an assistant minister, Mark Jabate.
For the public to see what actually is going on. The mayors, the commissioners, most of them, they don't want to work. And at the end of the day, people, the citizens had to complain. They will say the president is not working.
Okay, 2 years down the road. So this is it. Let's hear from let's hear from who else? Okay, let's take calls and come back. Nothing to show. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm fine. Let's hear you. Go ahead. You're live.
I mean, this first thing that come, they work on you. Yeah, you were talking about machine, then the machine, but get here. The new going to come. That's you. Our young rescue.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the clip. Buju Ben Keita undermining the rule of law and the justice system.
All those who have valid things who are replaced will be compensated for the unexpired portion of their terms.
2 years down the road, this was President Baka's legal advisors' interpretation of the law when they violated and took 10 people from job. They say they will compensate them, as if they say that their power money they were using.
All officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not A. engage in political activities, canvass or contest for elected offices, B. use
right there, 2 years down the road. Even he, Buju Ben Keita, and all of them doing their party opening were all in political party regalia, chanting and singing and everything. 2 years down the road, the government burned down the Capitol building. 2 years down the road, the government burned down the Capitol building, fellow Liberians. What have they delivered? Right? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother Abu. And good morning to the Liberian people. I'm Protest Barkley. I do join you from the most regular district in Mozambique County, District 11. To the point, today our president is going to speak. What news is going to tell us? Didn't provide job for the Liberian people? Having built roads? What have you done that you're going to tell us? There's a waste of taxpayer money. Look at this money. I'm worried that the yellow machine will be going back. What you knew they bring it to us? But Abu, are you very, very predicament in this country where rescue reckless government? Reckless people all around. They look at we here today. Look at our presiding officer, which is a speaker, who has blackmailed the American government on the American on the immigrant. That man will be presiding today. But I'm calling on the American government to stop that man. That's my main focus of calling this morning, to stop it from presiding our session today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 2 years down the road, let's go to the court.
to your attention. Instead that they got non-law school graduates.
I would say that breakdown everywhere. This is what it is. 2 years down the road.
We are talking about the integrity of education in your own. So when you take that information, whatever information you get, don't take it credible. Because I don't want to start raising issue on your behalf and you try all to be false. Let it be legitimate. And just start sending the list of 8 persons. Now teaching the communication to that effect.
The Chief Justice put his son appointed his son and I'll go to law school, put a man in the court, still the man at George. A magistrate. 2 years down the road, rescue government. The EIE. Everybody won't put their own opinion there. And some of the things that happened 2 years ago.
Or if you check your WhatsApp is there. And just a communication or right out yesterday morning, was it yesterday morning to the end? I want to you on message yesterday on your never be that unprofessional. In a conflict of interest, and I see your everybody to protect the interest.
Okay, 2 years down the road. Let me see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, my name is Fanny Murray. I'm David Bowie. Don't go away. My brother, that thing when I'm talking, it is true. But the brother are there, now only the president, the representative, and the senator, the part of that thing.
But who the head of the government? Who the head of the government?
That just about the head of the government.
So that who going to speak today? That who going to speak today? That the representative?
The representative is supposed to get up.
No, but that who platform, that who can go lay their platform on how they want the country to be.
My brother, I tell you seriously.
No, I understand the serious thing, but that thing what I try to take the thing from the president small. You gotta understand. When you read the Constitution, the president give enormous power to the president.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so to whom much is given, much is expected. So when we reach to the representative, we'll talk about no, the president. He the one can go tell the whole country what he won't do. They hear the money we're making. They hear and what we won't do. So the past 2 years, all the money we made, he told all that you're going to do the thing and he didn't do it. That's what we're asking. So now why you going to tell her again?
Yeah, but we are working with MIA. But the money I was making, it was $4,101 US. But the cutting that money on the Nana, I think they were saying they're going to increase salary. Now they're going to subtract. But Nana, as I tell you, I'm making some of the $4 we 5,800 LD. I tell you, my brother. The cutting the money.
So every month again, you have to cutting your money small.
Yeah, they get cutting it small. And what about that? They can't call the minister money. They can't call the senator money. They can't call the representative money. We are the poor people that will struggle for money for all to get it. That we don't want to get our money.
So they two. Now what we're asking now, they 2 years. What thing we can really look at? We say yeah, they won't pay the government right now. Do they want for all?
And they say they can settle. Settle. How they call the government say the government what they say investing. That's so thing. Now investing thing, my brother. I tell you seriously, now investing thing. That's so thing. Because if I make it $100 and look at the government, go to some about 3,000 plus. Then you putting somebody taking something $4. You get matching, get to go. They take it out. You spend it. Then how much you not able to buy away and you got a lot of children, those school fees in it.
So are you rescued?
Huh?
Do you feel rescued? Do you feel like the rescue making sense to you in your life?
No. But what I'm saying, my brother, they're not the rescue, they keep the suffer.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So police brutality 2 years down the road. Police brutality 2 years down the road. This was the killing in Congo Town. You hear the gunshot? The shooting. 2 years down the road. This is what Baraka has done for Liberia. Killing people everywhere. Two years down the road. What can the rescue government show? Good morning.
Good morning, Big Man Abu Sharif.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to the panelists and your listeners this morning. I want to say thank you for your dedication to this nation. But let me say this before I even make comment on the wholesale nation address. I pray for prayer this morning. I will know the prayer. I pray it's interesting to hear that. I pray to God that if this president will just go there to be in line, the same God I made to sin on the 22nd of January 2023. But when I inauguration ceremony, nothing going to make the same of thing to do in life. In that life, it will be successful. But if you just look at all the things that are happening in there and it's to be of people candidates.
Now, Andy, your prayer, because that small AC they carried out for all kind of people.
They must really carry that because myself, I pray too. I pray hard. If you lie, come on and forcing with thinking that next time will come back. Because me, I know that there will be a real solution of life. The line I was told to the food, the line from the far, they are going to read this line and bring it to 2026. And if that happens, and you didn't know police brutality, you didn't know the disrespect for the rule of law, you didn't know the suffering and the economic quagmire that you have brought on in the country, that today has been reigned is more than 12 hungriest countries around the world. If you didn't know that, you don't come to tell the truth. I want to know that you can see about the summer problem because government is related to suffering. That will create more, but this government is creating more problems. Now, lying means that you continue to create problems. So if you lie, let it go that made it on inauguration ceremony made it to think it is.
Thank you very much. Increase your volume. Let's hear more views. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm okay.
Yeah. Thank you this morning for your deliberation. My name is James Friday, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly District 16 Nikuta. Abu, today, what do we expect to hear? Is what I want to tell Liberia people today that under the regime Liberia is declared not safe by the U.S. government? Is that what you want to tell the Liberian people as a good government? Or the government is going to tell the Liberian people that more than a year now, the falsely accused people from winning capital building up to now, no evidence. Government is going to tell people that his government officials are stolen money, they stole people's children. It's what he's going to tell the people. Right now, it is alleged that we are getting information that the Liberian government, NDC, is owing like 35 million United States dollars for COVID.
That won't that part. You're leaving. That is darkening your hole. Tell you whether they're owing or they're not owing.
Is that why he's going to
tell people?
I can remember back there, the Magidian.
And they heat, and now you know what they owing Kodiba, not owing Kodiba.
What is going to tell the Magidian? When it is alleged that in the past, the former government headed by George Weah, when she is doing hospital got involved, involved with fire. George Weah made available $80,000 United States dollars in the cover of the company, to put things together to rebuild the hospital. When the government came, they took the money and divorced it in their own use.
Oh yeah, 2 years they have not completed our hospital.
Yeah, so is that why you want to tell them again?
And now under the CSJ hospital, even BWR is lying in ruins.
Okay, why you want to tell the university today? And the instructor, the lecturer, they are not taking pay. The police, the security apparatus, during December, some of them, they never even had the $5 to buy their children Christmas food. Is what you want to tell them? Now your government is alleged that your government official, when some of them going to be sanctioned, it is alleged. This is what we are hearing. What is the good government? What you want to tell the people today? Most of the projects that you're putting the people you're listed, that they are your real projects. What you want to tell the Liberian people? That the back and power covering your point, RA road, that back and power covering your point there, is what you're going to tell the people. We got nothing to hear today good for the old man. So we're just listening because our ears are open, but nothing good we hear from him.
Because we ain't got job, we ain't got nowhere to go, so we just say on board radio on yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to the team.
2 years down the road.
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Donald Fofana Jr. I don't want to talk about Mr. Boakai. It's the people that put themselves in this problem. So the process came to the way children have seen the Boakai government is its physical morphology has changed. The color has changed. That's the only thing that MSC have changed from the Boakai. The only thing I have to say this way on this radio. Thank you for the conversation and thank you for inviting the people.
Thank you very much. It's important we talk about this 2 years down the road. Let's look back. Let's do self-examination. Okay, and see what has happened. National embarrassment. Look at the speaker. Let's hear this.
He goes around, leaving children all over the place. I rated
2
guy
years
for
down the
11
road.
children.
Look at the speaker, the team speaker.
Junior, I want she older. So he got about 11 children all over the place. Richard is a Nigerian. Okay? Richard goes around, any story he wants to explain, I want he will explain. So he's a liar. You just showed that he's a pathological liar.
2 years down the road, this is the rescue government.
You need to tell her in his resignation. Thank God somebody women were able to come and say he's not even supporting the children. I'm calling all those women that have children by Richard. If Richard is not paying child support, come to me. I will help you. I will pay for lawyer. You go get your child support. Velma, I'm a woman. I will sit here and a man will not support his child. I'm surprised. I'm very much surprised. So that's to show you how irresponsible Richard is.
Okay, 2 years down the road, everything has fallen apart. Nothing seems to be holding. What is the judiciary, the legislature, the executives, and of course, what is rule of law, what is job creation, education. The young student of the University of Liberia has opted to even paint the university building, left in dilapidation, fields, and dirt. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Prince Brown calling from the community of Cladwell.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say to the First Lady of the Republic that Madam Claudia has been the most serious First Lady, most educated. So when she comes, let her go back when they gave us a group of services. What did she do with it? So let her try and leave the woman. The woman should have daily place in her country for instead she can't pay the year. So let her try and find somewhere and sleep.
Okay, try and find somewhere and sleep. Okay, 2 years down the road, the first thing you bring it for a little 2 years down the road, the first lady took 2,000 from Liberian kid promising a scholarship in London, and she did not deliver. 2 years down the road. Good morning. Good morning.
L. Johnson, I do turn in from the community. About today, the team that will be rescue, the family have been rescued. Today, Mr. Barker can afford hospital bill. Today, Mr. Barker can eat on time. Today, Mr. Barker is able now to build a presidential villa that costs $10 million in Fuya Lofa County. Today, Barker cabinets that couldn't afford house rent. I was living with friends then today. They have been rescued. They can afford rent now. They can eat on time now.
They are building mansions. They're building mansions. Mo Ali, Amos Tour, they're building mansions. They're riding 2025 vehicles.
I change that we see. But for the Liberian people, the common people, there's nothing. Our country is going backward instead of moving forward. Abu, today, nothing we will get from this mayor today. It's also last in propaganda for 2029. Abu, thank you for having me on the line.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead. Daniel, I'm sorry, your line is bad. Good morning. 0776-104-104. 2 years down the road, what can we show? What can we point to? What can you really lay your hands on to say 2 years since the president came, this 1 year we're not in the country yet, but because of Bwaka, we get it one across any sector, anywhere, whether in the marketplace, wherever. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abu.
Wa alaikum salam. Let's hear you.
How are you, brother? How about it?
Fine.
So the only thing we are here, Bwaka, is the criminal in chief, not commander in chief. They get there to steal our money. They leave $10 million house in Lopa. They say, you know about it. Lying on Manoel Jr. They go on by living in Ria. They go break it down and recreate it. They say, we don't know about it. Just can't see it. So that one day they pay out.
Yeah. Then allow Sylvester Grisby say in travel Sylvester Grisby and then pay the whole behind. Because the man down now, the man can talk. Lying on day by day, 2 years down the road. Let's hear Mysterious Death. Let's hear the other one. Oh no, I can't stand this. This is terrible. Too many things, bro. Too many going on in the country. In 2 years' time, bar road. Let's hear this.
Yes, in 90 days, local ish. We are 2 years. We still suffering. We are 2 years now.
They won't power show the video 2 years down the road. 2 years. See the road? You see the number of vehicles stuck in the mud. See the families, the goods, the foods. 2 years down the road.
We are rescue family. We are here to get development. We came here 100 days. Local gas stock in the Republic of Liberia, East, all over the country.
Bro, everything.
More company, more job. Nobody will suffer. Local is in 100 days, now in 2 years.
Thank you very much, my brother, for that report. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Maurice Dole. I'm calling from Redland. Yes, my brother, you see the first thing this government just described is the most incompetent and irresponsible government I've ever seen in my life in Liberia in this government. Claiming to be educated people. Just look at the first irresponsible part. They're taking phone, buying phone and giving it to comedians to go do, or how they call it, last podcast of development. Those that George Weah was building, you're calling Star War. By the road today, I think comedians you're getting phone to be going around and they working where the most criminal government I've ever seen in this government. Nothing tangible, nothing new. Everything down to the payroll they're dealing with today, it was settled by Honorable Samuel Twe. Nothing the men came with, only to steal and corrupt the nation and walk away. But today, I can promise you, inshallah, any land that President Baka will allow and make people always striking on that game today. If you get that money, by life to that God, by the grace of Almighty Allah, he will be struck today. By the power of God in the crowd and the people.
President, I think they've been hanging over, you know. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'll take 2 more calls after you. Go ahead.
My name is Ishmael Kamara, and I'm calling from Kingsville this morning. Abu, let me appreciate you for the program this morning. Let me appreciate you for highlighting things that have happened over the last 2 years in our country. I think it's important that we highlight small things that happen. If it is good, everybody know. If it is bad, everybody know. And be able to make conscious decision for themselves. So the thing is, 2 years back, the way we can see is the IRS agenda, the rule of law as a component has been broken down deliberately without anything being done to at least right the wrong. 2 years back, we know that for sure, but we have to compare 2 years back to that of 2 years back. All the people getting quitted, all the people to us that don't do nothing about governance. 2 years back. There's nothing they have done in that 2 years to compare to present. We are 2 years. 2 years back, what we can see is World Hunger Report is stated on that Liberia is among the worst in terms of hungry countries around the world. 2 years back, these are some of the achievements that we have.
2 years, the Swedish government has left the country. USA have left. American has placed visa suspension on Liberia. They are threatening to what? To restrict passport visas for government workers in 2 years' time.
For God's sake, 2 years back, we cannot see any brand new project that can be compared to. President, we are 2 years projects that initiated. People say, President, we are government is continuity. That is the argument. Yes, we agree, government continuity. But why is that government continuity? For President
took power, he made some projects that are ongoing on the part of Serif. But then he initiated a own project, for example. He went to work. He said, okay, in education, we are going to ensure that the University of Appeal will be digital. And he made that happen by spending $500,000 to digital University of Appeal today, so they can sit at their home and do their training. That's another plus. He didn't start there. He said, okay, let's build schools. He didn't start there. He paid more than 20 some more schools across the 15 countries. So what we're saying is, 2 years back, President Baka has failed this government or this country. He has failed to do anything, right, to equate to the men who criticize, the men who condemn that he didn't know anything about government, the men who told us that he didn't go to school, the men who told us, right, he's just a soccer player. So 2 years back, President Baka has done nothing to compare to that by the government. So we are just watching the government and some of the things we are taking record.
Okay.
Our country deserves better.
Well said. Thank you very much. 2 years down the road, the finance minister promised, and he said on public radio, that water is all over in every home, that no push in Liberia anymore. Listen.
ERPC and said that there is no one selling water within the central part of Malta. As you can see here, those are the water in the gallons. And the push. So that's it. Over there.
2 years down the road, the very Minister of Finance promised the construction of 100 schools in October of 2025. Zero has started. Zero has been, there have been no groundbreaking for any. All turn out to be lies. That's what you have. So we're going to go and listen to the TER Sonar and see what 2026 will be. But the analysis and projection, looking at the decisions made in the fiscal year's budget, it also looks like a failed year, in the making. So this have left many Liberians wondering, was this rescue actually necessary? Let me take the final call and then move to something else. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm calling from
Go ahead, New Georgia. You're calling from New Georgia.
for me, I just I don't want to open the ball. I just want to so small parable. When you tell the small child say the football the pagana, they say they want bosses to steal. Now what happening now? But I'm not parable on you.
Okay, thank you very much from New Georgia. And the people in the Pancana, the message you gotta contribute. But it is frustrating. I know for a lot of you out there, this was not what we anticipated. This was not our expectation. Especially relying on the 40 plus years of experience, governmental experience, knowledge of the system, and a presumed international connection, to a point where the old man has to come and rely on a Sarah Beslow who lie for living. Sarah Beslow, and I see people passing, Sarah Beslow doing well. Sarah Beslow is actually benefiting from your ignorance. You don't know how to measure foreign policy success. How do you school foreign policy goals and then you're still struggling domestically? You make that make sense for me. You say, oh yeah, no, locally, nothing going on, but we tell Sarah Beslow she's doing. So what is she doing? What's the dividend of what she's doing? Fake telephone calls with Elon Musk, photo ops. How does that translate to meal on the table of the thousands of Liberians that go to bear with hunger? How does that translate to medication for the hundreds of thousands of Liberian pregnant women that die giving birth? Children that die for malnutrition. And you call yourself a better foreign minister, jumping from place to place, bringing nothing home, lying about Nicotech scholarship that you're ashamed to talk about. I hope the president speak about Nicotech scholarship and how he, a foreign minister, lie and scam Liberians. I hope the president speak about his wife London scholarship, where $2,000 was siphoned from poor, desperate Liberian kids. I hope the president developed the courage to speak to those abnormalities. that took place under his watch and under his governance. It is a shame. It is a disgrace. I hope the president addresses the FOIA project, the private jet that he condemned and he has made habitual today. The president flies private jet, the biggest of private jet, because he travels with the largest delegation ever in the history of Liberal presidency. There's a man who travels with over 70 people every time he's going. Even if he's going to Ghana, he has to have at least 50 members of his delegation. So he rents the largest private jet. That's what he brings to the country. And he has normalized it. I hope the president speaks to those ones. And pleasure over the weekend. Look at the rules. Look at the road to bombing. How does the president feel? 2 years down the road, you can pave bombing road. You can pave it. 4 lane, 2 going. 2 years down the road, you are able to pave that. In 2 years' time, the rehab you live in, former president, we are living there. He connected the entire rehab. A will, political will. This man don't have it. He will never have it. They will keep deceiving you. They will keep making this place noisy and will achieve nothing. And we think they have to use hate messages to stay retain power. They have to use hate messages to stay retain power, to sow a seed of bitterness and acrimony among Liberian citizens, so that you see yourself as green and blue. To retain power, that's what they have to do. 2 years down the road, you're dedicating George Weah project. Your vice president goes to Grand Jida County. They say, President, we have destroyed this country. He didn't do anything. 2 years down the road, you're dedicating a massive hospital project for the Southeast. 2 years down the road, those people in Grand Jida County, who, when the president took Plank, he told Plawu and Dr. Rita and Kerry Grand Jida, he said he was honoring Doe Bale. Told Plawu and Kerry to Grand Jida County. Grand Jidans, you are very reasonable than that. But then he went to the same Grand Jida, where his predecessors had negotiated and constructed a massive hospital named in honor of Samuel Kanyan Doe. The man who say you are honoring Doe by taking Plawu to Grand Jida, the man, they changed the name. Grand Jidans. The man said Doe name, it's not befitting to be on the hospital. He took Doe name from there. That hospital was the Samuel Kanyan Doe Referral Hospital. Go and check the initial documents. Bwaka being hateful. Konav with some other people who hate Grand Jida and changed the name. And took Doe name from on it. Look at the irony. So how do you reconcile? This man say you're honoring Doe. But then a landmark infrastructure in the county is named in his honor by a predecessor. You can't move the man name from on it. And you go there, you refuse to even give credit. When you are so lazy, you don't do anything for yourself, you get ashamed to acknowledge other people's brilliance and achievements. So that's the hate you carry around. And you got to be passing it around. It is unfathomable for you to imagine that, of course, somebody is able to be first lady and achieve such a massive infrastructure through the networks, the contact, and all of that. And you come, you want to find out Israel, we'll take it back. Let me tell you this. Even Clark Mountain, I am told, is worried. Confidentially, Clark is talking to people. And even in one meeting with somebody who, right? Clark himself expressed he's worried that the country is deeply divided. If Clark Mountain is listening to this radio now, he'll say, but how are we managed to hear they won't? We told you we are not there with you. But because The way you're running the country, even the people sitting on the table with you are only doing so because they are extremely strangulated and they need to survive. They're not pleased with the way their country is running. So they reach out to people like us who are brave. And they tell us. And that's how you sometimes wonder. And that should just be a warning to you to start to doing things the right way. Because people can sit down with you on the table to get some of the crumbs. They're not pleased. You know what it means? Your country in your space where your country money is being butchered. You're seeing on there. And someone get you peanut. You know my man was on there. And you know that when that money is adequately applied appropriately, the country and yourself stand to benefit more. Everybody is patriotic now. And that's how your own inner cycle is. They are leaking the things to us regularly. One thing personally and private about Boakai that I have now said on the radio, and it came to pass. In the first place, we are denied attending government functions. We barely enter government ministries and agencies. There is a serious, our names, our pictures are given to security guards all over the place. We don't have the freedom to move. That's how we are in our country. And the reason is that becoming tensional because we are respecting our boundaries. But if we were ignorant or trying to ignore these red flags, you'll be hearing noise. Take, for example, which you have access to Ministry of Finance. Get there, talk to people. Right? To any public agency. But no, let them see you to the gate in a CCTV camera. It's a problem. That's the country we have. But fellow Liberians, let's move. Something dangerous started happening to Liberia the moment Boakai became president. Since Boakai became president, and that was the illegal deployment of an illegitimate traffic management organization that started terrorizing, harassing Liberian road users, extorting as well, with no accountability. And if this was a country with what is with the development now, this will mark a serious uprising. You put a criminal organization in the street, terrorize cabmen and taxi drivers and vehicle owners, motorists, road users, terrorize them, get them illegitimate tickets, extorted money from them for months, for years, 2 years, only to find out that indeed their operation, just like we have always insisted, were illegal and illegitimate. There were lawmakers in bed with them, collecting monies. We said it here. LTM was a scam operation. Listen to there's a breaking news for all of you. Listen to the Minister of Transport, Salif Tyler. Listen to this.
Everybody in the Republic. Ministry of Transport is the only statutory body in the Republic of Liberia.
The Ministry of Transport is the only statutory body in the Republic of Liberia. So who established LTM at SKD? That people had to go there and start registering vehicle, taking driver license, and all of that. Even insurance, everything they're offering it. Who permitted the criminal operation of the LTM in Liberia? Those who were benefiting from it, stealing from our people, terrorizing the streets daily, acting in illegitimacy. The Police Inspector General, the Ministry of Justice, the President's Office.
that is responsible for the issuance of driver license and the registration of motor vehicles.
This is by law. The Ministry of Transport is the only statutory body responsible for the issuance of driver license, motor vehicle registration, and what have you, and traffic management. It is within the purview of the ministry to at the same time hire a third party to perform specialized aspects of those statutory responsibilities.
Of motor vehicles. Our people.
Listen, we're coming to the key point.
Therefore, we are encouraging all Liberians to not go anywhere to do any vehicle driver license or vehicle registration.
Go anywhere to do vehicle registration or driver licenses. That's according to the Minister of Transport. This has been the law, this has been the procedure, and nothing has changed. There's been no amendment to the act establishing the Ministry of Transport, and its functions and responsibilities have not been amended. And then we saw the government, the president, permitted the illegal operation of a Lebanese-backed LTM, and Police Inspector General favored extortion of Liberians. So where are we? Who pays for it? Who pays for all of the money that was stolen? Who pays for it? Oh, you go free. So for all the bribery that happened during the period of the election and all the money that was given to Jojo Boakai, blah, blah, blah. So you permitted the illegitimate operation of LTM for 2 years to extort from Liberia for that 2 years period to make up for their money. So you see why the guys will tell you that 2029 they will steal the election? Because they know they got to be held accountable for these. They got to be held accountable for these. Listen more.
We will take those places off of those vehicles, and you have to pay also.
Anybody going to LTM to do vehicle registration or license plate, they get a license plate. The Ministry of Transport, the government of Liberia, legitimately, through the Ministry of Transport, on its statutory grounds, it's letting each and every Liberian, and you gotta listen to this, taxi driver, I'll sound a caveat, that the ministry will move to remove all those license plates, and you're allowed to undermine your own country for political reasons. When we say that, I will tell you, you don't go there, you go to the Ministry of Transport, because when law change, you will know. You're jump because you want low leg government people, you want low leg rescue people. Your John you start carrying your setting, you go. And the two not gonna. Every day you say we can say that you'll be lying to you, be like anything we say, any position we hold, it can come to reality. There you should know that we are being very organic, because you know what? We're not part of those that are taking money from the government. You know how many strats and LTM people made? When they were paying their money for media and stuff. You know how many attempts they made? Megan thought, oh, we refuse it because of you, because we want to keep educating you, putting you on your guard. But you insisted. You fell for it, you went. The ministry says, anybody, driver license, vehicle license plate, vehicle registration, you go anywhere else, it will be removed and you will be made to pay for the services. So y'all go behind LTM for your money. So kudos to all the patriots who refused and insisted that LTM must be satisfied legitimately before they do any business with them. Kudos to them. For those of us who insisted and still dealt business with the Ministry of Transport, check all my documentation. Ministry of Transport. Where in the world you see two sets of police? LTM police, Labrador National Police. The two people they rival in the street. You can bear me witness. Labrador National Police men in LTM police men because the way they operating, it is absolutely a hostile harassment scheme. They think that quick waiting you. They have people on motorbike passing all around, all in the corner. They're giving people $50 ticket. Traffic offense. You go to traffic court. How many people get a patient to go there? $20. Most of the offenses are $20 offense. $20. You're taking $50, $100 from people. Ticket. For what? Social stealing. Who is we talking there? Is it oh this that? For we'll not get tired. We'll do our work. I hear the minister.
The Labrador Revenue
Then we'll open the phone lines.
Collects revenue that generated from motor vehicle activities.
The Labrador Revenue Authority statutorily is responsible to collect lawful government revenue. How come this other revenue was being collected by LTM? They had their own cashier, they had their own people there collecting the money. Where were they carrying the people money? So even you, the citizen, in your own mind, all along you've been in the country here, when you go pay for government services, that LRA you can pay to. You go to the phone and play, they go get you different receipt. Yesterday you feel comfortable doing business with them. You're supporting an illegitimate organization in the country. Where do we know those money were going to? A Lebanese Hezbollah link association? Why if your money are being used to finance terrorism and buy weapons and bomb? You don't know. You care less because you want low like rescue. So you go there, you carry your car there. Every time, you go there, the people system, they put that system, anything that's not legal, that system.
Decentralized points. We all have to be law abiding. I'm admonishing you, I'm encouraging you, kindly proceed to the Ministry of Transport and get those things done. Anywhere else is considered illegal. We have our inspectors.
Anywhere else is considered illegal. Thanks to all the employees of the Ministry of Transport that stood up for their country. They were beaten by police under Gregory's instruction. They were humiliated. They were castigated, but they stood up for the right thing. And today, here we are. Thanks to ourselves. The few of us who insisted on the advocacy, here we are. Anywhere else. So all you, Roger Miller, and I carry, you go do your register over again. Your re-register over again. Oh yeah. Say, child, can I know can fee or whatever the case. This is it. We're running country here, man. We're not running gangster up. We're not running a gang, a local gang. We're running a country here where the laws are supposed to be the laws. The laws are not your convenience. They're not your belief. They're not what you accept. Everything. These are principles laid down that guards our conduct in the bailiwick of Liberia. And you operating ultra virus. There is a conscious people like us should go there and say, oh, you know that the government, tells you the government can blunder. Few elements in the government abuse their power. So what happened? The president moved the LTM wet G from in your convo. You're asking why you move the LTM wet G from your convo? Look at whole president. Remember the country in problem. Whole country, illegal company go take G and give it. You take it, put it, pull in your convo, you passing around. Oh, you know that just showmanship. So the showmanship you offer. You the source of the car you don't care to know. Nothing, you pull it there, you pull it from your car. When you passing around. Let we not catch up with you. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 186 500 104. We have 4 minutes to go. Let me take a few calls on this. And to all the camera, all the road users, when LTM men come to you, Don't comply. Ministry of Transport, in conjunction with the Liberia National Police, are the only authority you should give into. Any dirty LTM man can't stand there. Dirty stinking more from you. Don't comply with them. They're illegal. They're illegitimate. If I can come on my page and take that video, all of them will get it. This is the government position. Be stealing. Whoa. So thieves. Good morning.
I know you're talking about money. The people collected more than 100 million in 2 years. Then you say where their money. The people are took the country for so long. They give them the police to do inspection for every 3 months.
In the land, all the police are staying on the road. In the land, people going home, they'll stay on the road. They'll put checkpoint.
The minister said no that the people have collected enough. They are tired. That's why you're talking that thing. You're not talking with sincerity.
No, but I was saying all of them rob us. All of them rob us because they closed their mouth. They knew that it was not good. They closed their mouth and they allowed it to happen for 2 years. What kind of country? 2 years and go. Look at this.
Most of them were forced to pack like again and be running the community because of the people harassment. The people collected enough.
Thank you very much. They're illegal. They did it illegal. They stole. Good morning.
Good morning, veteran. Abu Shari.
Morning, sir. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, do join.
Oh, my God. Go ahead. You're still on. Let's see whether it can get better. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead now. Much better.
Thank you so kindly. I'm calling from the community where our people are still drinking and fetching water from the drainage still with the community. So, to participate in farm, telling like 20 people in the water, the entire countries, Papa water is live. The people are still with the community are suffering from safe drinking water in this country. So, we want to say this, veteran, he said,
okay, thank you very much. Let's talk about the LTM robbery. Good morning. Everybody was one way or the other a victim. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, Francis Rani is my name, and I do join you from a Full River resident. I listened to your conversation today. You see, like last year, I feel very admired when we run politics. Our own politics can run beyond all. And today, when we are sitting down here from Buckingham County all the way to Fraser, we have a scarpet quota there. From Mendocoma all the way to Zozo, we have scarpet quota there. From how do you call it? Pakapia all the way to South City, we have scarpet quota there. That is good for all in that period.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, let's hear you.
My name is Sinclair from Jesus Factory, and I'm going to kick back on this program. I've been following the program this morning, and I really appreciate your platform this morning.
Thank
you. The issue about the LTM, if we all unite our motorcyclists, our ticket router, taxi driver, we can drive the LTM all of this place. The people, even if you check their Facebook page from last year, some part of October report, they issue over 7,000 plus tickets, and they generated inform over 3,000 plus USD with almost $1 million $1 million. So the LTM actually came to speak. Let the way you go all this money. The LTM we need to get rid of it. Why we come here transport ministry, we buy ticket for, let me say, we register our back. I want to get for transport ministry. I see now going to LTM to get less in what I do. So now 2 separate ministry now coming once to go. So let us see how best they can do this thing. Or else it will very be serious problem this year when they don't come out with the agreement that
the minister say if you took paper or document from LTM, it's not valid, it's illegal. You still go take it from Ministry of Transport.
So it means that 3 inspection time now when we get people from LTM. It means Ministry of Transport will not honor that, right?
No, they will not honor it.
Oh, but there's some all that too. I was forced to take lesson on LTM. That means another problem coming for us.
Yeah, a big problem. So you gotta go tell LTM to get your money back.
Okay, thank you for the show this morning.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Brother David calling from Banasi.
Go ahead, Brother David.
Thank you this morning. Thank you, Ali, for putting on in the know. You know, so much in your country, they are still drinking. So last time we say that now because it's private and war. This is the point of school. They are creeping out. They are killing a battle. They're getting off. When they are in the corner, when they are over me, they are from a big mommy. They give me to get a tear on me. Please, if I say, I know, I just think I take it. I'm been a prophet of me. Nothing going to be something you can go picking on me. You see it? This man, of course, I'll be. But at least they were ministry of trust. I take over 12 plus. Very intelligent to that way. When they people they put in the street. I don't know how to.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's take 3 more calls. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, sir.
You see, when I listen to you guys concerned about the transport and the so-called group over there, government, legitimate government cannot sit and allow illegal things to happen.
I'm telling you.
And they are looking at it.
Because
so
they will
how
benefit.
do we consider such a government? Are you a criminal government or la government? You know the thing is not correct. Somebody publicly doing it. People put it on uniform. The national police there.
Yeah.
And then put there the people uniform in the public doing no kind of arrest and things. They say what a rebel.
And they see national government took people from in the police and gave it to the people.
That's what I'm talking about. It's very wrong. What kind of country will run it so? What kind of country? Then you see the other no just forget that he pay money to the other people now. They are telling that the money that he pay, he need to come back to pay. They're not robbing the man. What are the man getting money from?
Robbing, that's stealing.
They're not working.
That's stealing.
And
the very ministry, all of them were workers from the ministry were protesting. They were sending police people to beat them. The ministry was a so the government was the government. Compensated the robbery. They're part of the robbery. The president. They could get the president big. I will tomorrow bring the picture of the jeep. Or they get the president. He's shame now. He moved from your convoy, right?
I see that.
Yeah. Imagine that's what they gave him. They gave the vice president, the pro tem, the speaker. All of them have one. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. My name Samuel Samedi calling you from Sailor.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm a driver on Shiver.
Okay, Samuel.
Yeah, brother, thank you for this discussion on the video. The people are very disturbing with the driver, brother, all out of you. They're the LTM people they get in the country. Disturbing all, brother. I told you they're not here, setting my I won't cry all out of you, brother.
Yeah, and all that thing they started doing to you, they're not even legal.
Just this few days.
The ministry said they're not legal, that illegitimate thing they own, that's so against thing they own.
Yes, just a few days. People were I drive on pickup. I just see men in the pickup sitting in the pocket. And not just to say that they were saying on seat. They were saying the man showed me where I call you one put guy where I call you Taylor, Brett Taylor. Taylor said I carry people carrying. The car guy won't stick up and Brett are the feet. Told to the stick on the car, get my lens, he will go take money. He said I'm getting one far. I said when I get one far, there's some money I think one far from. He said give me one far, give me that your ticket. That's not your ticket into my lady for me. I go pay to LPM. It's so big so.
Damn it. $50 your ticket.
I tell you a pick up. But I don't care pick up. Now you talk for pick up.
Damn it. LTM red ticket for our people do. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Shari.
Good morning, you're the last caller.
Yeah, thank you for the show this morning. On the issue of that LTM something. It means that okay. They allow the people make money out of the country. The government is very deceptive, seriously. Very much deceptive. There's other four issues you're talking about on the issue of the killing in the country. Look at the kitty garden at that. There's just a Thursday in our studio. Up to now, the police people have not come on that garden. Three person just died in our store. Well, get to see you. Up to now, report. The government, I see you. Thank you for the you, brother.
Thank you very much. You see, these things, we do not make these things up. These are the realities in Liberia today, and it is terrible. The government is refusing to accept the facts. They think they can do politics, they can do propaganda with it, but we're here, we'll continue to do our job, right? Let's leave you with the Minister of Transport and this one.
Responsible for the issuance of driver license. The Ministry of Transport is the only statutory body in the Republic of Liberia that is responsible for the issuance of driver license and the registration of motor vehicles. Our people. Therefore, we are encouraging all Liberians to not go anywhere to do any vehicle driver license or vehicle registration. If you do so, we will take those plates off of those vehicles, and you have to pay the Liberia Revenue Authority collects revenue.
They are freedom fight.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fight.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fight.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fight.
Ayo, 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 ayo.